So. Anyway, since apparently I might need to go dig through the trash, I'm gonna say I'll give this 15 more minutes of trying to get a run started. And if I'm not able to, then I'll be signing off at that point. Thank you guys so much for your support tonight. I'm completely at a loss for words at frickin' Zenithon at this point. It's absolute insanity to me. Thank you guys so much. $59.83 tonight. 58.10 tonight. 56.16. And then we got the good middle steam. 52.82. And then we got a great tile boost. Alright, let's go. It's pretty good. Wasn't quite world record level, but very good. No, why won't you frickin' unmorph there sometimes, Samus? Gosh dang it. I can't tell if I'm pushing up too early or what's happening. It's really annoying though. Blah. Outside of construction zone down, that was really, really good. Okay. Boo. No, dude, shoot. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Nice. Okay. Ow. Heck. The weave is free if you do it right, so everybody should freaking do the weave. Up and two is cool too, it just might be the strat for you, and that was a double frame perfect room. Yo, that was weird. Okay. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Dang it. Alright, it's okay. Whoa! Shoot, man! That's one of my wall jumps. Heckin' dang it. It's close. Bing, 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 bing. Yes! Yes! Okay. Oh, I thought I was too close. I thought I was too close. Okay. One super! It's okay. Okay. Sure thing. Sure thing. It's fine. Come on, Zenny. Alright. Let's go. Yikes. Nice. Really need some supers. Shoot. Nah. Alright. It's alright. Okay, good. Very nice. Yo! What? Whew! That was weird. 19 shots? Oh, okay, that was weird. Why? I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Ooh. Whoa, that was weird. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Yo. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's bad. Okay. It's okay. I jumped too early. It's okay. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we're good. Okay. Okay, come on, man. Okay, bad pattern, but good cutscene. It might have been okay, but I missed a shot. It's hard to say, really. Twice. Piece of cake, baby, let's go! Holy whoa! Oh, no way, dude! Oh my goodness! Dude! 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 Oh my gosh, dude! How close was it? 56 frames! Alright, Zos, you can still get the first 26, man! Holy shit, dude! Oh my gosh! Dude, what? Dude, what?
So your split says 40-22, and I was like, I thought it was a 41-22. I was like, why is it all blue?
Oh my gosh! That is the craziest thing!
Dude, look at your counter's going.
Oh my gosh! Oh!
Good job, honey. Are you glad I told you to do another one?
She did. She told me to do one more. Oh my word, dude.
I said, you should go do another one. You've been getting really good paces. And he's like, eh.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, like, I had some that were kind of fine. But they weren't, like, good.
This is literally best case scenario.
Fucking 21 seconds? Holy shit.
This run is
I didn't see that.
the best it could have been without me getting a 26 in-game time. And I would have felt so bad if I got a 26 before Zoast when he's been grinding so hard for it with his in-game time runs, dude.
I'm so proud of you.
This is literally best case scenario.
Hey, look, your counter says that we're like
No,
10 millionaires.
I'm gonna have to fix the freaking Zenithon progress bar. I have no idea where it's supposed to be. We're just gonna hide that right now because I don't want people to.
We're rich.
This is why I decided to play Super Metroid, guys. So that I could be famous and rich. It paid off.
Jeez.
This run, I can think of maybe like 4 mistakes that I was like, oh, that's kind of bad. Like, it was so good, dude. I can't believe I held it together, dude. Like,
Okay, so I spent pretty much all of that comforting Natalie and then trying to help Sam get settled in bed. So I think what we need to do is do a rewatch because I missed that whole thing. Do you feel up to it?
yeah, I can do a watch back. I told my son I would lay by him, so I need to go do that first, but did my heart rate monitors freeze again? That's just like my 100% run, dude. What?
Did it freeze before you finished though?
I have no idea when it froze. It was frozen for the whole thing.
Damn it. Dude.
It was probably like 180 in Turian. I was pretty stressed out.
Wow.
Oh my
That would have
gosh.
been so cool to see. Dude, freaking heart monitor. Do we need to get you a new one?
It's not that.
Is it just like
It probably just
weird,
disconnected. I've been wearing it for 8 hours.
Oh, I see.
It just disconnected. All right.
What everyone else was doing after that, my fist was pumping. Zenny came upstairs to run and tell me about it as I was running downstairs looking at my phone like, am I seeing this correctly? And we just like hugged each other and jumped around the living room.
I can't. Yeah, it is. It's the first ever sub 13 grab, Idol.
JRP wants you to compare to some of best splits, if you can.
Oh my gosh. Compare what?
So, what's this time versus your sum of best?
Oh, sure. I mean, we can look at that. Yeah. I think that's it. That's got to be it. Yeah, so I messed up the first Metroid room.
All I know is that I didn't want to type shit after that phantom. That's funny.
And 2010 saved the run. I left Metroid Room 4 with 20 and 9. Get bent 15 tenors. That's right. I told you.
Indisputable now.
I freaking told you guys.
Indisputable now.
2010 life for life, dude. Oh my gosh! Oats, it's fun throwing runs in Metroid Room 4, so... Dude. What is this time?
That's like that Hundo run. Like that freaking Hundo run where you were, what, 27?
Yes, I did, product. Sassy already mentioned that. I ran upstairs to tell her, and she was running downstairs. We, like, met in the middle, and we just hugged and, like, jumped around for, like, 10 seconds. Oh, dude. Oats.
Shafe, I would totally
Oats.
dye my hair hyper beam if it wouldn't make my entire head of hair fall off.
Oats, seriously, thank you so much, man. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for being excited for me. That's the best thing about our community, man. Like, we're actually excited for each other when this stuff happens. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
I woke up to you screaming.
Honestly, this kind of sucks because this is literally like, don't PB by too much situation. Like, I've been planning on grinding hundo, any percent for like the rest of the year. And now I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh my gosh. I don't know, twin, maybe. Oh my god. The 41x grind. I mean, if I'm being honest, I think I probably will eventually come back for the 26. But
Let Zeus take it.
legit, I want Zeus to get that before I do. I really do. He's been working hard for it with his endgame time run and all that stuff, so. Oh my gosh, dude.
I think it's time for you to thank people.
I do. I need to thank people. I really need to thank people. I also need to go lay by my son, and I need to do the watch back. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go lay by my son before he falls asleep. While he's in bed. And then I'll come back and I'll thank everybody for your support. Then we'll do a watch back. But before all that,
I think if any of our children did fall asleep, they're awake after we yelled in the living room.
Yeah, no kidding. I do need about 5 minutes before I go do that for some very important things here.
Dude, Sam's gonna be so excited that you got the world record. I think he's gonna think that's really cool.
Okay, so first of all, we need to do this.
Are you asking for a challenge?
Corgo 100, Corgo 100, Corgo 100.
Okay. Now, I'm going to play another song before I go lay by my son. And before I do, I just want to explain two things. One, up until about a year ago, I never considered myself in a position to be able to get world record in any percent. I just didn't think that I wanted it enough to put in the time to do it. Anybody who's been watching me for a while has probably heard me say before, I could get any percent world record if I wanted to, I think. I know that I'm capable of it, but I kind of really just don't want to. And they've probably also heard me say, person X, Y, or Z could probably get any percent world record if they wanted to, but they would have to want to. And that's the hard thing. That's the hard thing is wanting to. After it gets hard. Because by the very nature of the way that this game behaves as a speed run, it gets hard and it gets demoralizing. And that is not to say that anybody who walks away from it doesn't deserve respect or doesn't deserve recognition, because they absolutely do. It's just that most people, when they're grinding this game, they get to a point where they decide that for themselves and for the priorities that they have, that it's just not worth it. And that valid, completely valid, that it's just not worth it. This game is so mentally draining at this level that if you don't approach it in the right way, it will make you literally miserable if you push too hard with the wrong mindset. It will make you absolutely miserable. It will. And that's not because it's a bad game. It's not because it's not fun to play. It's so fun. Why would I put all this time into it if it wasn't fun? But the grind at this level is... it is a grind. When I got the 100% world record in 2021, on New Year's Day 2021, thank you so much, C8 Fiend. I will get around to thanking everybody. It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna take me a while too. But I got the world record in 100% in 2021 on New Year's Day, and I was so ecstatic, and yet at the same time I was so close to a 112. I didn't, after the initial excitement wore off, I didn't know what to do. If I had gotten like a 113.08 or a 113.12 or something, it still would have been a crazy good world record, but not that close to a 112, and I probably would have walked away. But I was so close with my 113.04 to a 112 that I decided to keep pushing. And Zost ended up getting it before I did, about 6 weeks later. And I was really happy for him, but I was really disappointed in myself that I hadn't managed to be the first one to do it. And then I burnt out hard on the grind. But I kept doing it anyway. And I've talked about this before, where I probably would change how I approach that if I could go back and do it. It's not that I regret it, but I think that I would have been better off taking a break and then coming back. But I didn't. I didn't stop. And I burnt out really hard. And I will admit, I was miserable for a few months. Despite my choice to continue playing, my choice to continue grinding, my choice to continue trying to get that 112, I was miserable for a while. Playing the game made me miserable for a while, and that was directly reflected in my runs. I didn't have a single pace when I was doing that grind for, I think, 1 or 2 months. Grinding runs every day, every single day, multiple hours a day of runs, multiple hours a day of practice. And I didn't get a single pace for at least a month. And I did eventually end up pushing through that and getting my 112. And it was a world record, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting to be able to beat Zost's 112.55 with my first 112, but I did. And then I took a huge step back from any serious Super Metroid grind for a long time. I didn't feel like I was in a position to be able to put in that mental and emotional energy into the game. Because I did not approach it in a healthy way. I didn't approach that grind in a healthy way. And at some point after that, actually it was the Speed Gaming Live Any Percent tournament in late 2022. I got a 4107 during that grind in Any Percent. And I remember after getting that run and how many big mistakes I made in that run, thinking to myself, maybe I would have been able to world record in this category if I had enjoyed it more before I pushed so hard for hundo that I kind of pushed myself out of a serious grind. And what's funny about that is I kept trying to get a sub 41 kinda for like a month or something after my 4107, couple months maybe, I don't know. And I had all these people coming at me like, you're going to be the next sub 41. It's going to be awesome. It's so cool. And you're right there and you're going to do it. And I just kept telling them, I was like, I don't know if I am. Like I gave myself a deadline and I'm not going to play it after that. And I didn't. I got to the end of my deadline and I said, okay, I'm done with any percent. I'm going to move on. Yes, I am going to do a rewatch. Hang on. I'll explain that in a bit. Well, what's interesting is I remember thinking to myself, maybe I'll come back in like a year or something and try for world record. The world record at the time was a 40:46 by Zost. And I did. I thought to myself, maybe I'll come back and I'll try for that. Well, then Zost got back on his any percent grind and he improved it by a little bit, but not by a huge amount. The paces that Zost was having on that grind when he got his 40:45 were good enough to get this kind of a run. And I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the fact that when I was watching Zost in 2023, I think it was 2023 when he was doing any percent. It might have even been 2022. When I was watching him do those runs at that time, I remember thinking he's gonna get a 2x. It was 2022 because I did the Halloween stream splice, which by the way, this time is better than that splice time, which is just stupid. Anyway,
maybe that should be one of the comparison videos on YouTube. Splice versus the actual world record.
But yeah, Zost was capable of this kind of a run back then, and he still is. To be honest, if Zost got back on the RTA any percent grind, he could contest this run. That is how freaking good at this game Zost is. But I remember thinking he was going to get a 2x and thinking to myself, I lost my chance. I lost my chance to get any percent world record because I know I could beat a 40:46, but I can't get a 2x. I'm just not good enough. I remember thinking that to myself. And then Zoe stepped away from the category, but Oats got on his grind. And Oats got a 40:47. It's funny. Oats kept saying that he was going to be done after he got a sub 41. And then he got a sub 41 and he didn't stop. And I remember thinking to myself again, oh, dang it. Like, Oats is going to improve the record and he's going to ruin my chances. I mean, I kept that to myself, obviously. It was private. I try to be really private with stuff like this. But
be happy for your friends.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I just want to be happy for my friends and I don't want the pressure from people. You know? And so yeah, Oats got on his grind, and he got a 40-47, and I just remember thinking, please, like, when you get the world record, because you're clearly going to, please let it be like a 40-44, and then just be good with that so that I still have a chance. I remember thinking that, and then he got a 40-36, and I was like, damn it. It's like, why'd you have to go and get a giant PB world record, man? That's, dang it. But I was still really happy for him, of course. And then something interesting happened. Shortly after that, Zost got a 40-38 with 2010. And around the same time that Zost got his 40-38 with 2010, I had realized that I still think that Zost is a better player than I am, but I had realized that I was now able to actually contest Zost as a player. And that was kind of a big moment for me. I saw Zost get his 40-38, and the thing that's really funny about Zost's 40-38 is that the early game pace on that run is very similar to this kind of a pace. It's not quite this good, but it's very good. But he lost a bunch of time in the back half of the run after Ridley, and it ended up being a 40-38. And I was still grinding Hundo at the time, I think. I'm pretty sure I was. Either that or I had just switched over to any percent. I don't remember the timing exactly. But about a year ago, I was it was around the time that Zost got his 40-38. I realized, like I said, that I could contest with Zost. And if I could contest with Zost, and Zost got a 40-38 with 2010, that meant that I was still capable of world record. I was still capable of world record in any percent. And I had that moment of realization. And I'll tell you straight up, this is how that thought process went. I'm capable of any percent world record. But Drewski is way better at movement in this game than I am, and he only ever grinds any percent, and he's grinding super hard, and he's going to get a god run eventually that I won't be able to contest with. So if I want any percent world record, I have to do it now. That was the realization that I had. Was that if I ever wanted to say that I held any percent world record in this game, I had to do it. I had to do it now. And it's interesting because once I started actually grinding any percent and realizing that I was really enjoying it way more than I ever had before, I realized that it didn't really... I wasn't worried. I wasn't worried about if Drewski got world record before me. Because I was just having a good time. And so people would ask me what my goal was, and I would say, well, it's not world record. Realistically, I don't mind saying this now. My end goal was a 26 in game time. It turns out I'm 1 in game time second off of that, and I'm okay with that. But yes, first and foremost, I just wanted to play any percent because it sounded fun, and it was fun. And I really was not super concerned about world record. And anytime that this creeping thought would come into my brain that was like, well, what if Drewski does get the world record? Like, am I going to be okay? I'd be like, yeah, I'll be okay. If Drewski gets world record and I can't contest it, I'll be okay. And I still feel that way. You guys have heard me talk about how amazing Drewski is before. Okay, so I'm just gonna say this. Drewski is, if he hasn't seen this time already, he's gonna see this time and he's gonna feel like he can't beat it. Drewski, I'm telling you right now, you can beat this time, dude. Okay? This is me to you. I'm not talking to chat or anybody else. You can beat this time, Drewski. You can take this game places literally nobody else can. So, I'm not saying that you should make yourself miserable doing it. But I am saying, just keep playing. Because the progress that you've made in the incredibly short amount of time that you've made it is terrifying when you put that into perspective with my 8 years of grinding and Oats and Zost's over a decade of grinding. Like, if you put that kind of a timetable on it, Drewski, for real, you're gonna take this game places nobody else that is playing right now can. Zost, you're welcome. I was legit both terrified and absolutely ecstatic while the ship was coming onto the screen. I was like, is this gonna 26? It would be so fucking cool if it would 26, but I would be so sad for Zost if it got a 26. I don't know what I want. And then it popped up with the 27 and I was like, okay, good. It's like, thank you. Anyway, I got kind of off topic here, but I do think that Drewski is gonna eventually beat this run, and if it's not him, somebody else will eventually come along and beat this run. And I know that there's gonna be people that think, "Wow, this game is dead. Any percent is dead." I'm telling you right now, they're wrong. This game, this category has so much room left. It's getting harder. This is a very, very, very good run. I cannot compete with this run, if I'm being completely honest. I might continue running any percent because I'm still having fun. But I think I'm going to take a break for a bit. I'm going to sidestep and do something else and then probably come back a little later. My best possible time currently is a 39:53. This is within 30 seconds of my sum of best. That is unheard of. That is absolutely unheard of. This is insanity. Anyway, I'm off track here. So I'm going to finish my story here. Sorry, I know this is a long story. I was having fun with any percent. I was grinding and I was like, I can get world record. I just got to keep working hard. And then I wasn't making progress with my runs. And that was hard because I felt like my first 4 months or 5 months, I started in April? And I didn't PB until I think August. And then it was a tiny PB, and then I didn't PB again until I think October or something. It was kind of a long derust for me. And part of that was because I was focusing on non-optimal things for GDQ and whatever, but to be honest, it just was kind of a long derust. But I kind of was getting demoralized. And then I went to a concert with my lovely wife and one of my best friends. The concert was Blink-182, who in my life has been a staple band since I was a teenager that could always help me feel happy when I was feeling sad. And they came out with a new album the end of 2023, and it has this song on it, and I'm going to play this song for you guys. And I think you'll understand why this concert literally fired me up. This concert that I went to literally reinvigorated my motivation to continue grinding. So anyway, I'm going to play the song now. And after that, I'm going to go lay by my son, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do a watch back. So